democratic countries, the principles of asset ownership are foundational to our legal systems, shaping how we interact with property. Let's dive into the concept of property ownership, which can be broadly categorized into three types: real property, personal property, and intellectual property. Real property refers to land and anything permanently attached to it, like buildings or trees. For example, when you buy a house, you're not just acquiring the structure, you're also gaining ownership of the land it sits on. This ownership comes with rights, such as the ability to sell, lease, or modify the property, but it also carries responsibilities, like paying property taxes and maintaining the property. On the other hand, personal property encompasses movable items that aren't fixed to one location. Think of your car, furniture, or even your smartphone. These items can be bought, sold, or given away without the complexities associated with real property. For instance, if you decide to sell your car, the transaction is straightforward and you can transfer ownership with a simple bill of sale. Now let's talk about intellectual property, which is a bit different. This category includes creations of the mind, like inventions, literary works, and trademarks. For example, when an author writes a book, they hold the copyright, granting them exclusive rights to reproduce and distribute their work. This type of property is crucial in encouraging innovation and creativity as it protects the creator's interests. Understanding the distinction between ownership and legal possession is equally important. Ownership means having the legal right to control an asset, while legal possession refers to having physical control over it regardless of ownership. For instance, if you rent an apartment, you have legal possession of that space, but the landlord retains ownership. You can live there, decorate it, and even host friends, but you can't sell it or make permanent changes without the landlord's permission. Another example is borrowing a book from a friend. You possess the book while it's in your hands, but you don't own it. Your friend retains ownership, and you're expected to return it. This distinction is vital in understanding how property rights function in our legal system. In conclusion, the universal legal principles of asset ownership in democratic countries provide a framework that supports individual rights while promoting economic growth. By understanding the differences between real, personal, and intellectual property, as well as the nuances of ownership versus legal possession, we can navigate the complexities of property rights more effectively. This knowledge empowers us to make informed decisions about our assets and understand our responsibilities as property owners and possessors.